And if you haven't watched our other Conjuring episodes and you're like, what about this tent? There was a tent similar to this that we were walking up on, and it just looked like there were hands like on the front, like holding the tent door, as we're getting
Mhm.
closer to it. And we're like, there's a
Nope,
squatter
nope.
in this
Yep.
tent. And so we backed off real quick
Mhm.
and called the ghost host that was in the house and was like, how do y'all keep these tents secure? Do you ever have people that are like on the property? What the fuck is happening out here? And she's like, they're locked. Like, nobody can get in them. I don't know if that's true or not, but we did not stay in the tents and we got to stay in
No.
the house after that.
We sure did. And she was like a bulldog too. I mean, people were pulling up to the house to like try and like take pictures. Rubberneck, I guess, is sort of a weird way to put it, but like, hey, there's the Conjuring house. Let's hop out and take some pictures. Let's see what we can see. And she would be out there like, get the hell out of here. This is private property. You got to go. Like immediately telling them to leave. And maybe she wasn't saying get the hell out of here, but she
I
was
think
on
she
them.
was. She was
She
pretty
was, right?
spicy about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was spicy. Yeah, she let them know who was in charge. So like I feel like they had cameras or something because she was on whenever they appeared. So if anyone had like snuck under the fence or whatever, I think she would have seen them, man.
I agree. And we know for a fact that there are surveillance cameras in the woods because we walked the whole thing and we saw
Yeah,
them. So you would think that at some point in time, if there was somebody
that's
that
right.
had cut their way into one of these tents and was staying in one of the tents, that they would have seen that
Hmm.
and that they wouldn't be letting that stuff go on. So I don't know. It was freaky as fuck, and we did not feel super comfortable. And so we were kind of telling the spirits about that and then asking them if they knew who was in the tent. And I have
Hmm.
completely lost the EVP. So
Oh no!
let me just see what's going on right here.
Are there any spirits inside this tent?
Maybe I'm getting the words wrong. Maybe I was just creating my own storyline there. But I feel like parts of that sentence you can clearly hear. And then
Yeah,
I will admit that I feel like the find out is like find out, like it starts to like dissipate. Um,
yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't
that
like
is.
that response.
I don't either. That's what I was thinking. What a creepy. No, why don't you find out? The find out. I can hear that, and that's what like kind of clued me into like the rest of the words and how they form. And no, sir. Like, why is it so bad out there? Why is it so freaking weird? The property is a whole nother story. Even the
Yeah.
ghosts inside were like, why would you do that? Remember? Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's some shit going on inside the house, and they're like, don't go out there.
They were like, "Oh no, it's
Ugh.
fucking scary out there." They
Yeah.
did not seem to. We asked them multiple times about, what do you think about going outside or the property or the tents? And they were like, "Ugh, no,
Yeah.
no, thank you." So they're even whoever's out there, I feel like must be aggressive.
Yeah.
Like they're just, I don't know, they're out to scare or intimidate people. And so now this makes me fully believe that that was a spirit in that tent being like,
Dude,
ah, y'all coming up in here.
I'm so glad we did not stay in that tent.
We would have died.